Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge,
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
and let's talk horror.
Today we're going to do our review on Your Monster.
So, a non-spoiler synopsis. After her life falls apart, soft-spoken actress Laura Franco finds her voice again when she meets a terrifying yet weirdly charming monster that lives in her closet. It's a romantic, comedy, horror film about falling in love with your inner rage.
And we are going to talk about the positives, the negatives, and then we're going to spoil the film.
So, it is available in theaters now. Go check it out. We're going to get into our positives of Your Monster.
So some of the positives, it's genuinely funny. There's some really funny parts that you actually like belly laugh. It's the comic side of it is really great.
I don't want to feel like this. They really capture the way someone feels when they have a critical illness and they're all alone. Part of even in the trailer, you find out that Laura has cancer. And it's just when she's left alone, that sadness that she feels, it's really genuine.
The monster also looks really great. So kudos to the makeup artist. They made him look awesome. He looks like a monster, but also
Kind eyes.
Yeah, he has like humanized eyes, so it looks good.
He does not have the blackest eyes.
He does not.
Blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
The whole cast is amazing, and you can just pretty much guarantee if Melissa Barrera is attached to something, it's not going to miss.
Right.
She did a phenomenal job in this. The whole cast was great. Whether you loved them or you hated them, they all did their jobs very well.
And it's just a really great love story. Like we said before, it's a romantic comedy horror. And it's really a love story that is... I can't say anything without really spoiling it. But
we'll talk about that in our
we
spoilers.
will talk about that in our spoilers.
This also has a great soundtrack. The score's phenomenal, but I think the soundtrack itself is really good. A lot of songs that you're going to be like, yeah, all right, I feel that.
Yeah.
So those are some of our non-spoiler positives about the film. Now we're going to get into some of our non-spoiler negatives about Your Monster.
So some of the negatives, it could have had more horror elements to it. Where the comedy absolutely lands, the horror is lacking a little bit.
Right. A lot of this movie's pretty predictable. There's a lot of this movie that's pretty by the nose, pretty predictable. But it does in a fun way. You still have there wasn't one point throughout this movie where I was not having a great time.
Yeah. So there is a very awkward sex scene that I think I've ever witnessed in any horror movie, any movie
awkward.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was something, and I think it was played for laughs.
Yeah.
But
it gives you secondhand embarrassment.
It does.
Like it really, really does. And this is something we complain about a lot, but this is something that really bothers me. There are scenes that just like they drag on for way too long. And that's something that is just a huge pet peeve of mine. I think that's why we bring it up anytime we see it. A great editor can catch these things. There's certain scenes that don't have to drag out for as long as they do. Because sometimes a scene can drag out on purpose because it's awkward or something like that. And they're trying to make you feel that feeling. But then there's other times where it's like you feel like they're padding the runtime. What can we do to make this 90 minutes? Let's extend this just a little bit. And when you do that overall and you get 5 extra minutes of just padding, it really, really shows in your final product. So those are some of our non-spoiler negatives. Now, if you haven't seen this movie, make sure you're going to check it out and then come back, watch our spoilers of Melissa Barrera's Your Monster.
All right, so we're spoiling things now. This isn't really a spoiler because, like Ken said, you see it in the trailer, but Laura does have cancer, and the result of that, her longtime boyfriend leaves her because he can't deal with how much care she needs, and so he has to leave. He needs a break from her. So
fuck Jacob.
Yeah, you're a coward, Jacob.
She meets the monster. They have their whole intro of her screaming, blah, blah, and he's like, I liked it better when I didn't have a roommate. I'm going to give you 2 weeks until you have to leave this house.
And so obviously within the 2 weeks, their relationship, it grows and it becomes really great. And just like watching them, the montage of them and their whole like
getting to know each other.
Yeah, getting to know each other. There's a part with the thermostat, they keep changing it.
That's us.
It is us. It's definitely us. Is us. I'm always cold. He's always hot, which means you're the monster.
I am. I'm totally the monster in the situation. The crying scene when they're watching the movie is peak cinema to me. I laughed so hard at this moment. You're crying. No, I'm not. You're crying. I know, but so are you. I don't want to feel like this. Like, it was just genuinely so funny. Like, my cheeks were hurting. I was laughing so hard at that scene.
This movie is really like a modern day Beauty and the Beast. You have Melissa Barrera that's absolutely gorgeous, and then you have this monster that even though he tries to be tough, like he's really soft inside, especially for Melissa's character.
It's definitely a very, very good retelling of Beauty and the Beast for a modern day. Laura's Halloween costume is the Bride of Frankenstein, and she looks amazing.
She does.
Absolutely drop dead gorgeous as the Bride of Frankenstein.
And yeah, so she goes to like a work party, and she finds out that her boyfriend that left her is messing with another one.
Well, she thinks it's the lead actress in the play, and then she blows up at him on stage.
Yeah, and it's really good. It's fantastic because she kind of just like puts her feelings down all the time, like, oh, it's okay, and
after the party, the monster's like, it's not okay. It's, he left you while you had cancer. Now he's fucking the lead actress in the part that he wrote for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not okay. And she blows up, and then she blows up on stage at him, and it's just fucking awesome. Well, then they go back, and she ends up fucking the director, which is her ex, Jacob.
Yeah.
And cheats on the monster. And then right afterwards, Jacob fires her. Right after they have sex. He fires her from the play.
He is a fucking coward.
He's a fucking...
You do not like him.
He's a bitch. I'm sorry, but the actor was great because he made me fucking hate Jacob.
Absolutely. And then you find out that Laura beats cancer. She's cancer free, and really she doesn't take the news well. Like, this is where she starts to turn. Like, she starts to become the monster within inside of her
because the darkness is in there.
Yeah.
We find out that her friend Maxie, who's kind of been like, we haven't talked about Maxie at all, but she's been there since the beginning.
Sort of. Like, she
is the lamest excuse for a friend you could ever hope to have.
She says, I'll be here, I'm your ride or die. And then she's like, oh, I gotta go. Oh, it's like always leaving her, was never there for her when she needed her. So she's really not a great friend. And what else does she do? Yeah,
so you find out that she's the one that's been sleeping with Jacob. It was not the lead actress. It was her that was sleeping with Jacob this whole time. And the lead actress finds out all this, and she's like, I didn't know any of this. So they hatch a plan to where Melissa Barrera, Laura, is going to play the lead in the play, and the actress is just going to go sit and watch. And so she goes up and she starts doing all this stuff, and Jacob's freaking out at the side, and Maxie's trying to go along with it during the play, but like, I hope this bitch doesn't hurt me.
Yeah, so then the monster ends up killing Jacob.
The curtain closes,
and he's like freaking out at her behind the scenes. And we also didn't say that her and the monster had a fight after she slept with Jacob.
After she slept with Jacob, the monster left and went back in the closet.
And she's like, I'm sorry, like she's like, I'm sorry, like I need you, and he's just gone. And then when she gets into this fight with Jacob, he reappears and kills him.
But does he, though? Because during the fight, she takes a ruler and she breaks it. Or a yardstick, I'm sorry. And then when the curtains open, she's covered in blood and she's holding the yardstick.
Yeah, and he's all sliced up. And
so
it's like, is the monster a part of her, a part of her imagination?
I believe so.
I feel like
when you go back and rewatch, even when they're at the Halloween party.
Yeah.
And they're dancing with each other, nobody notices Monster.
Right.
Nobody ever acknowledges Monster. They're always acknowledging her.
Well, also when she's a child, because Monster's been around forever. Yeah. And she, has shut him out throughout her different ages of life.
Right.
And, he's like, don't do this again. So I feel like when she was younger, teenage years, she shut Monster out and decided like,
that was her anger that she was pushing down.
I'm going to be this person that kind of gets walked all over. And then finally, when this happens with Jacob.
This is her inner monster coming out. And that's how I feel too. I feel like the ending pretty much makes that perfectly clear. Monster was never real. Monster was always just her,
Which
and it was
makes
in
that
her
sex
mind.
scene even more awkward.
Like, go get it, Melissa. 'Cause
Get it, girl.
Yeah, you were very happy with what happened. So, overall, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 5. I think that it could, like I said, it could have had more horror elements to it. I love the fact that it turns out that Monster was just a part of her the whole time. I think that's brilliant. You know, she was trying to keep the monster down, keep everybody happy, and then at the end she was just like, fuck it, I don't care. And I love how it just ends with her on stage and Jacob laying there bloody.
And everybody's just like,
you know, you're not going to
in
walk
the audience because they're watching.
Is this part of the show? You know, 'cause it's a live show. It's a live Broadway show. And that's another thing we should have said. There's a lot of great, like, even musical numbers throughout this movie.
I love a good Broadway. So when, you know, you can put that into a movie and have, you know, all these people learning how to dance and stuff, it's really awesome. Right. So I would also give it a 4 out of 5. I had a lot of fun with this. Anything that Melissa Barrera is attached to, like Ken said, is great. Yeah. I just love her. I think she's amazing. And yeah, it's funny. The horror that you do get is great, you know, especially her with the blood all over her and Jacob laying there dead. Like, you're like, yeah, you want her to get.
No one's ever deserved it more than him.
Yeah.
He's the worst character ever. I put him up there with Mrs. Carmody from The Mist. Like, every time he's on screen, I'm like, I fucking hate you, dude, so much.
He's a narcissist, and
a quitter, a pussy. You know, he runs out on somebody while they have cancer. You're a bad person. So let us know down in the comments, guys. What did you think of your monster? Where would it rank for you on the year? And would you like to see them continue this story in some type of other way? Because I think there's definitely ways you could continue this story. So let us know in the comments what you think. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Our links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.